Hello, everyone. Could you please let me know if you can hear me or not? And then we'll begin the session. So this session would be relevant for all the people who have cleared TCS as toppers and are given the chance for digital as well. And then the other people as well who have not cleared as toppers, but have cleared and then they will get the ninja interview. And even for the people who have not cleared TCS at all, the written round, and people who are confused if they've cleared or not. So I will explain first 5 minutes, I will explain the whole scenario, and then we will begin with the digital questions as well. So if you can hear me, just do let me know in the comment section uh, for us to begin the session. Okay. So IRC is not the actual test, just like the normal IRC, right? They for the NQT test, they are conducting it for TCS digital as well. So right. So today morning, I spoke with three different people from TCS, and this is what I have gotten to know. And this is a flow chart that will help you understand, right? So first, if you gave, let's say, so if you gave NQT test, right? Now there are two options. Maybe you cleared the test as a topper. Maybe let's say you were in the top 20% or maybe 10%. We don't know about what percent of the people were called as toppers, but let's say if you cleared as a topper, right? So now the next time you will have digital test, right? Now in the case of digital test, generally digital when happened on campus on 3rd and 4th of October, right? So there was an aptitude round, then there was a verbal round, and then there will advanced coding. Advanced, not coding. TCS is calling it as advanced coding, right? However, for these NQT test people, this aptitude and verbal has already been conducted, right? So we spoke with TCS. For these toppers, there will be directly an advanced coding round, which will have two questions and which would be very difficult questions. Very difficult. We will cover all of these questions in today's session. And then time for these questions that you will be getting would be 60 minutes. Right. Now, let's say after this test, you clear. Right. So let's say you clear this digital written test. So what happens then? So, right. So there are two options: you clear and you do not clear. So if you clear it, then you will have your interview. Right. Now with the same interview, let's say, and then this would be difficult interview. They will be focusing upon your digital skills like IoT, machine learning, AI. Are you ready for all of those skills or not? Right. Because obviously it's a higher package and they're looking for people with digital skills. Right. So if you clear this digital interview, so this interview would be approximately for 1 hour. Right. And then in the case, there are two options. They will rate you. In fact, there are three options. Either based upon the performance of this interview, you will be selected for digital profile if you perform really well. If you don't perform well, but moderately good, you will be, based upon this interview, you will directly be selected for ninja profile. And if not, then you are rejected. Right. So this one interview after digital test, recruitment for both Ninja and digital will happen based upon your performance in the interview. However, if you do not clear, if you do not clear this written test, so along with this NQT people, so let's say you were not topper, right? But you did well. Let's say you were in the range of 60 to 80 percentile, right? So you will have your ninja interview directly for these people who were not toppers. And then the people who did not clear this written test, they also will directly go ahead for the ninja interview. Got it? Any confusion? So let's say you give the test tomorrow or day after tomorrow and you don't clear it. So in that case, don't worry. You still have done well in the NQT test. You will still get the interview, but that interview will only be for Ninja profile. However, if you clear this digital test, in that case, the same interview will be analyzed for both digital and ninja. Based upon your performance in the interview, either the interviewer will recommend you to digital profile or they will recommend you to ninja profile. Yes, only 2 coding questions will be there in the test, right? If you don't have 60%, also one more thing is we've seen that people with less than 60% are also being called. You need to check with TCS, but generally what we think is people with less than 60% will not get an offer. Final offer letter will not come for all of you guys if you have less than 60%. Right. So should I clear this? Should I move ahead? Should I move ahead? No, node interview will definitely happen. It's not like that you will clear digital test. So you, maybe if you did not clear the interview, you will get ninja profile. Interview will happen for digital, and based upon your interview performance, either you will get digital or you will get ninja. If you don't clear the written test of digital, then along with the other people who are selected based upon NQT but were not toppers but did well, you will get only ninja interview. Okay, perfect. You can take a screenshot, maybe anything that helps. Right. So now, this is one more thing. A lot of people had doubts. So if let's say you see the word badged anywhere, so that means that you have been shortlisted for further process. So if you see the word badged somewhere in ION website or next step, so you have been shortlisted, you will shortly in the next 2 to 3 days receive email from TCS about, maybe if you're selected for digital, maybe if you're selected for ninja, or definitely you either are selected for further process with TCS if you see the word badged anywhere. If you don't see it, I will, just wait for email. TCS generally sends shortlisting email. They send, offered email, and then they also send rejection emails. Generally, so this is what we've seen in the last 3 years. So you are most likely to get an email based upon rejection, offered, or shortlisting. Everybody who gave the exam will get either of these emails, right? So rejection emails are generally later. So if in case you have not received email till now, maybe you will receive it in some time, but mostly first they send this shortlisting email first. After all the shortlisting emails are done, then only you get rejection emails, right? So let's move ahead very quickly to the next one. Okay, so what is TCS digital, right? TCS digital is a 7 lakh package, right? Now this is a premium package, and you are most likely to work upon any of these: artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science, big data, and IoT, cloud, right? And you have cloud, Azure, AWS, and so on and so forth. Image processing, and all of these digital skills. So as the word says, digital, all of these new skills that are there. So if generally what we have seen in the past with our students, if you had certifications in any of these, you are more likely to get selected, because in that case you are more likely to answer such questions correctly. So maybe if you demonstrate that, okay, I've done machine learning, and you can show off your projects and all of these things, so it gives more confidence to the interviewer, right? So again, that is one thing that they would be checking. Again, this is relevant for the interview, right? So again, which is why we always say that certifications are very, 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 very important. Students are like that, okay, I will do certification last year in my college. till then placements are over. What is the point of doing certifications? You needed to show off your certifications in the interview, right? Now that time is over. Okay. So again, so also one more thing is we have been confirmed that in January 2021, there will be another NQT test. So if you face some problems with the current NQT test, you have one more chance to give it in January. But then again, be prepared really, really well. So join some courses, start preparing and all of these, right? So basic things have been covered now, right? Again, we see that there are some websites which are showing that, in English, there are 10 questions, there are 10 minutes and 15 questions. In quants, there are 40 questions, 40 minutes and 15 questions. And then you have advanced coding, 60 minutes and 2 questions. I think one of those people are live as of now also. Wrong. This is wrong. So maybe if you're watching my live session side by side, uh, maybe you want to correct it. No English, no quants, directly advanced coding, 2 questions, 60 minutes. And we will cover a few questions of these in today's session, right? So maybe people can point out who is giving the wrong syllabus. So there in the test, there will be 2 questions already. So this is, already your English and quants have been completed, right? So there's no point of doing that. Okay. Okay. So let's move ahead. Let's move ahead to the coding question. So first of all, let me tell you one thing. Last year in the TCS test, in the advanced coding was conducted on the Ion platform, right? But this year on the exam that happened on 3rd and 4th of October. So this is the exam that happened for premium colleges like VIT, IITs, NITs, BITS, MIT, and all of these. Right. In the case, this advanced coding round was not conducted on Ion platform, but was conducted on CodeVita platform. So already CodeVita itself uses CodeVita platform, but the advanced coding was also conducted on CodeVita platform. Right. So make sure, with generally, last year the Ion questions were easy in the advanced coding round. But we think since this time also it is highly likely that it would be on CodeVita only because the 3rd and 4th exam was on CodeVita. So the first 2 rounds of aptitude and English were on Ion. And the next round, which was coding, was on CodeVita platform, right? So CodeVita, you have to actually practice these questions, right? So now I'll show you 2 questions that were asked on 3rd and 4th, right? Just give me 1 second. So also people who had attended this exam on 3rd and 4th, could you please tell me if this was the actual question asked in the exam? Can you please tell me that? Exam is tough. Exam is tough. So this is the first question. You have, so again, you read it and then, we'll have a look upon it. I just want yes or no answer. No, basically, there's no answer. Maybe yes. So actually saying yes. Maybe my chat is a little delayed. Malvin is saying no. Anish is saying no. So maybe there were yes, yes, no, yes, no. Many people are saying no. Okay. So again, I'll show you the next question. So maybe your batch or your round did not, or your exam did not have this question. Maybe it had this one. So some people are saying yes also. Okay, zoom in. Okay, so people who had, just say yes. Yeah, I've zoomed in the screen. I'm not talking about CodeVita, I'm talking about the digital test. Okay, so again, I got it. So some people are saying yes. So again, these are only 2 questions, right? There are multiple questions. So if you go to Prep Insta's website, We have already put most of the coding questions here. So you have to go and search TCS Digital Advanced Coding Questions, right? So you will come to this particular page, which will have all the advanced coding questions. So, right, so there are, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on and so forth. There are many coding questions on this particular page. So you can go ahead and check that. Link is in the description of this video. Again, rather than wasting time and solving one question, I want to tell you where you can find all of these questions, right? Apart from that, just give me 1 second. So again, this is one more page, TCS Code Vita. So again, the questions that you have to practice are both digital and Code Vita, right? So again, these are the Code Vita questions also. So in Code Vita, there were 6 questions and 6 hours. In the case, there are 2 questions and 1 hour. So even if you complete one question, you go to the next round. So counting rock problem, consecutive sum problem, bank compare problem, staircase problem, houses problem, maneuvering a cave problem. So both of these links are in the description of this video, right? So now, if we look at this particular question that I was just showing to you, I just want to tell you how do you practice and how do you prepare for it, right? So you can test out this particular question. You have m questions and n seconds to complete. And again, you can go ahead and read this particular question on your own, side by side. I'm going to tell you, you will not be able to solve this question if you do not know the concept of knapsack. Knapsack 10. Right? Maybe you are able to solve the question, but again, you do not know that you are using the concept of knapsack. So knapsack is an algorithm which is there in concepts of dynamic programming and all of these, right? So again, we did the whole R&D upon all of these fuss that is there. Counting rock problem, consecutive sum problem, bank compare problem, staircase problem. Links to all of this is in the description of this video. Don't worry about this. Again, most of the people will be having exams on 12th, right? So that is one more thing. So right, so these are a few things we did complete R&D upon what you need to study, what you should be doing, and all of this. These were the most important topics for the advanced coding round. Again, there are two possibilities. If the exam happens on Ion, the level of difficulty would be medium. However, if the exam happens on Code Vita, so Ion, it happened in 2019, but the digital exam happened 2019 on Ion platform. However, the digital exam in 2020 on campus drive or third and fourth happened on Code Vita platform. So if it happens on Code Vita, so it is going to be hard. So I'm going to tell you both of them. But again, for each of them, what you need to read and do practice is greedy, knapsack, staircase, dynamic programming, Dijkstra. Maybe I'm writing the wrong spelling of it. Memoization, and all of these. Right. If there are a few topics, so computer science people would also help me. Can you please help me in terms of dynamic programming? Am I missing any other topic from here? Computer science people will be able to understand. There are 3, 4 different other topics as well. Can you also name them in the chat? So I'll add them. These are related. IRC is conducted on Ion also again, but still also for Ion, you need to do all of these things, right? So interviews also, one more thing is interviews. In the meantime, other people are answering. DFS, caching. Yes, caching. Caching. This is C, not S. BFS, DFS. Right. Concept of trees, backtracking. Backtracking is one of the most important. Graphs, not, I'll say trees is fine. but not graphs. Not graphs. Graphs are mainly, no, there will not be questions about graphs. Right. Yeah, divide and conquer. Right. So you need to brute force, not go programming. Right. So there's a very famous problem. So please guys take a screenshot of it. No bit manipulation, not bit manipulation. BST is Go programming. I don't know what is Go programming. Sliding window, again, it would come into concept of dynamic programming. So there are sub concepts of dynamic programming, that is sliding window. What if we don't have idea? So again, even if you are from ECE or Triple E and all of these branches, if you want to clear digital, you should know all of these. If you don't know them, so maybe the question will be medium difficulty, right? So if you do them, definitely the medium difficulty questions you will be able to do. Again, there are a few people who are still saying that quantitative aptitude and verbal will be coming. It will not be coming. Let me write it here. Quants and logical will not be there. Thank us later. Right, take a screenshot of it so that I can move on to the next slide. Right. So there's this, you can go back to take the screenshot 1-2 minutes. Right. So, all the questions that are mentioned, I will say there are 2 pages that are there in the description. One is this particular page, that is TCS Digital Advanced Coding Questions. So all the questions on this page are of easy difficulty. Right. So you do all of the questions mentioned on this page first. Right. And then the next questions that you do, also there are a few websites which have given the wrong coding questions again, so don't trust them. The next questions that you should be doing would be Code Vita, right? So again, they will, even if they use Ion platform, but the coding questions they will take from Code Vita difficulty, right? So again, there is this coin problem. Maybe I will be able to, okay, coin distribution problem. So this is one question that we saw. It was asked multiple times again and again. So this coin distribution problem had been asked, or the concept of coin distribution had been asked approximately 3 to 4 times in Code Vita and 2 times in digital. So you should be able to understand the coin distribution problem, right? So I'm just reading for comments if you have any questions. Yeah, they will hire 2021 batch in Jan also. So you go and log in into your next step portal. You go and log in into your Ion website, Ion portal. If you see badged, you are basically, you will get mail sooner or later. Yes, Jan 2021, they will hire. And TCS is still sending mails. They are still sending mails. So don't worry. Right. So again, we've also mentioned when these questions were asked, right? So this question was asked in TCS Code Vita 2019, this August 2019, July 2019, all of these things, 2018, so all the Code Vita questions you would be able to find here. So, if there are 1 or 2 days left in your exam, forget everything, just practice, TCS Digital Advanced Coding. Don't Google TCS Digital Coding. Google TCS Digital Advanced Coding, right? So practice all the questions mentioned on this particular page. Practice all the questions mentioned on this particular page. Both of them are in the description of this video, right? So I'm not sure about, personally, I don't know Go programming. So I'm not sure what is that, but someone is saying it was asked in IRC. So also add Go programming. Right, maybe I know it, but I don't know that, okay, this concept of programming is called Go programming, right? So again, so moving ahead further, about the interviews further, right? So let me just, Yeah, you can apply it for TCS next year also. Don't worry about it. Okay. Badged, if you're not able to find badged, in that case you maybe are not selected, or maybe I'm saying the word maybe, right? Because we've seen that most of the people who are getting late mails, already badged word was used in their next step portal, right? Okay, so again, for TCS Ninja interview, so this is more, so rather than solving one question, right, of digital, and wasting 1 hour whole to solve one question that you can go and check at Prep Insta website, I have told you, or I have given you approximately 30-40 questions that are already there on Prep Insta website, so you can go practice them as an important priority. First is advanced coding questions for TCS digital, and then second priority would be TCS code vita, right? Because even if they use Ion platform, they may use the question bank of code vita, right? Jan 2021 they will hire, don't worry. Okay, so one more thing that we are doing tomorrow we will go live for TCS Ninja interview. What all do you need to do? What all do you need to study for that? Like a 45 minutes session we will be doing for TCS Ninja people, right? If let's say you give digital exam and you don't get selected in digital interview, so you will get the Ninja interview, right? So tomorrow we will go live for that. So I will cover that in tomorrow's session. So make sure that you subscribe to us, and we will complete that tomorrow, right? What we've also done is, again, just give me 1 second. So this is very, very important for all of you guys. So all of these things are available for our TCS NQT Prime Video students and Royal Pass students, right? However, for all the other people who got to know about Prep Insta later, we are also launching interview preparation course for TCS NQT, right? And we see that some website have launched it for 699. What do they give in 699? They simply give one-on-one mock interviews, right? For 700 rupees, right? We are not doing that. We are doing something else. Let me explain you, right? So first let me just go ahead. So in the interview itself, in the TCS Ninja interview, right, what will they be checking? They will be checking your skills in C. They will be checking your skills in C++ or Python, or etc., etc., basically object oriented programming skills, right? They will be checking your DSA skills again, right? So this is valid for all the people from all the branches, right? Then they will be checking your coding. They will ask you to write a coding question, right? So again, coding, like easy coding questions, they will start with that, and then difficult, right? They will check your resume. They will check your certifications, which are very, 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 very important, right? And then they will check your communication skills, right? And then there are three panels, that is TR, that is technical round, MR, that is managerial round, and HR. So this is not M. Then HR, that is human representative or HR round, right? So these three people will be sitting together, and these three people will be asking questions simultaneously to you. So technical person will be asking questions to you from C++, DSA, coding, resume, certification, and all. MR will be asking you about stress based questions. So you will feel that you are getting grilled, or maybe you will not get selected. This is a very difficult situational based question or ethics questions that MR will ask. And then HR will be asking you HR questions, right? So these three people would be there. So we will be coming live tomorrow for that. However, we are launching this particular course. Now I'll tell you what all we will be doing in this particular course, right? So what all you will get with this course is, you will get a complete C and C++ course of 30 hours. You will get our Python course for 30 hours. You will get a DSA course for 30 hours. So 30, 30, 30, 120 hours approximately, right? And along with that, you will get certifications in all of them from PrepInsta, you will get certified that you have completed all of these courses. So again, the problem of not having certifications or problem of having only one or two certification gets solved, because in the case we are giving you 4 certifications altogether, right? So that is one. The next thing is, so these are our complete courses, prime video courses that we are giving you, right? Apart from that, live, this all will be live. All of those would be other 120 hours of those C++ would be recorded sessions with which you will get certification. Approximately 10 hours we will go live for HR interview preparation. Approximately 10 hours we will go live for technical interview preparation. Approximately 5 hours we will go live for people who have bought interview prime course for TCS. Again, link is in the description of this video, right? So not on YouTube for everybody. YouTube maybe will come 45 minutes once, right? Five hours MR interview, 5 hours for your resume preparation, right? And again, mock interview videos will be given to you, people who have cleared TCS in past, right? So they will be telling you about how was their mock interviews. One on one we will be dummy taking their dummy interview and telling it to you. Again, mock interviews by ex TCS HRs and industry experts, right? So these are mock interview videos, right? So you will be able to see all of these videos for them. So mock interview videos of other people and TCS HRs, ex TCS HRs are taking those interviews. You will be able to see all of these videos as well. So approximately 120 hours of C, C++, DSA, etc., etc. Then 20, 20, 20, 30, 30 plus approximately this would be again 10 hours. This would be 10. So 10, 10, 10, 40, 40, approximately 50 hours of live. What we will be going live for you in your interview preparation, right? Again, your resume. So this is one. However, there's a catch, right? So there are two versions of it. One is called as basic, one is called as pro. In basic, you will get whatever I mentioned previously, right? However, in pro version, we will also take your one-on-one mock interview, one-on-one. So there will not be anybody else. We will call you. We will be looking at your resume, ex TCS HRs and industry expert. These guys will be taking your mock interview one basis. So it's you and it's PrepInsta team and ex TCS HRs that we are asking that, okay, you worked in TCS earlier. Can you please take interviews of all of these people? One-on-one resume preparation. So that costs for 14.99. However, these basic people will be able to see the videos of these. So whatever we suggested to, let's say, XYZ person, we will go with live with them on Skype, take their one-on-one mock interviews, take their one-on-one resume preparation. So all of these videos you will be able to see in the basic, but your one-on-one session will not be there. In other channels, they are saying English and aptitude, it's not there. English and aptitude are not there. They are live as of now. I have commented from my personal ID that no, guys, you will know who to trust, not to trust. As of now, they are teaching in and quant's question, quant's not there in the exam. So you will know. So I spoke with TCS HRs today morning. There are 3 people who told me either these 3 people are lying or I don't know. So maybe they are lying, right? I don't know. So, but I personally spoke with these 3 people. There is no quants and English. There's only a coding test. Right. So all the prime members of TCS and all the Royal Pass members, you do not need to buy this or this already. So in the prime members already this basic version is included, right? So again, let me reiterate again. Tomorrow I will go live for 45 minutes to tell you how the TCS interview would be. But then again, what all you will get. So again, C, C++, Python, DSA certifications, all of these 120 hours courses, pro people and basic people. Both of them will get it. Both of them will get it. Right. Now again, HR interview live classes 10 hours, TR interview live classes 5 hours, MR interview live classes 5 hours, in resume preparation classes 5 hours, right? These videos, both pro and basic people will get. However, mock interview videos, one-on-one sessions, and mock interviews, one-on-one session, and resume. So in fact, let me explain it one again. So all of these points, both pro and basic. However, mock interviews and resume. For both of these, one-on-one discussion, only pro people will get. Right. However, basic people will be able to watch the recorded sessions of this pro interviews or pro mock interviews. Right. So let's say somebody is called as Shivam. Shivam purchased pro pro TCS interview prime session. So he will get one-on-one uh, resume preparation. He will get one-on-one mock interview session. However, let's say Shruti is basic, right? So she will get all of this, but this one-on-one she will not get, but she will be able to watch the recorded session of Shivam, right? So again, one more thing very quickly, I'd like to show you what we generally will do and what how it will help you is. So I'll just very quickly show you. This was the interview. This was the resume of somebody who joined somebody earlier, right? And we changed his resume from this to this. So this is what you will get with one of these one-on-one session. However, we will tell you that okay, what all things that you need to do. So as you can see, there is an interview session of 5 hours on resume preparation. So we will go live for 5 hours and we'll tell you most of the things. That is how you create. But personally, we will not look at your resume if you are a basic interview prime student. If you are a pro prime student, then we will personally be looking at your resume and we'll tell you these all the edits that you need to do. So again, uh, this was one of the resume designed by us for the pro person. So again, this was earlier and then after, right? So I'm open to take up all the questions. So again, the final thing, I think one person was asking about price. So this is the thing. One last thing, this is one-on-one mock interviews. As a basic person, you will be able to see this one-on-one mock interviews of other people. Again, link to join all of them is in the description of this video. Description. Uh, Sir, I saw two coding questions, but I did not get mail for Ninja or digital. Samruddhi Ingale, just wait for the rejection email. Until and unless you don't get rejection email from TCS, you still have a chance. Interview would be online interview. Exam date. So I think some people have it on 12th. Others, I don't know. Right. No English, no aptitude. No English, no aptitude. Aptitude and English are not there. This is wrong. There's one YouTube channel which is live right now. They are teaching you aptitude. I don't know. God help them. They are telling so which is the wrong thing, right? Again, your exam is 2 days after. These YouTube channels are telling you. These YouTube channels are telling you that okay, study aptitude, and then you will study aptitude the whole night, and aptitude will not even come in the exam. This is the problem that we are fighting. Which is why I always tell in my live sessions on YouTube that do not trust anybody if they are not partnered with different companies. They do not have any contacts. They are saying aptitude and English. What is this? Students will study. There are many people live watching their lectures. Students will study the wrong thing. At least they should say that we don't know. Ninja interviews will start from next week mostly, and generally we have seen approximately 1.5 months it takes for TCS to conduct all the interviews. So maybe somebody will have their interview on 19th of November, and somebody will have it on, let's say, 28th of December. So as you can see, there's too much gap in between, right? So you will not know the date till very late. They'll just tell you that you have been shortlisted, and slowly they will send you, like 2 or 3 days before your interview, they will send you that, okay, your interview is tomorrow, right? So let's say your exam is on 28th, so maybe around 25th they'll send you email that, okay, on 20th the exam is, right? So you have plenty of time to prepare for the interview, to get certifications from Prep Insta in the TCS interview prime courses. Again, TCS results are also announced in a phased manner, because obviously there are limits to the number of emails that you can send in one go. So they send 10,000 emails, then next 10,000, then next 10,000, then next day. So let's say in one day they can only send 40,000 emails, right? So next day they will send 40,000 emails, then next. So, it takes time. They can't send 1 crore emails at once. Will you? Yes, we will cover. So immediately starting from 15th, we will start to go live for all the things that we are promising. Again, one more thing is, most of the companies like Capgemini and Wipro and other companies also, 20% of interview scores in most other companies, right, are based upon certifications. And also, Udemy certifications are not valued by interviewers. These are not valued. So 20% of your score is on certifications. Again, if you're applying for digital, in that case, advanced certifications like AI, ML, IoT, image, cloud, and all of them, right? If you're an ECE or triple E or mechanical or civil, so in that case, C, C++, Python, DSA. So these are the certifications that you must be having, which again we are providing in the interview prime course. Okay. So that's pretty much about it, guys. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask. Akshay, Kumar, please stop teaching them aptitude. Neptel courses, not really. Coursera, yes. No, Neptel not. Neptel are not valued. Neptel, essentially, Neptel courses do not have any industry applications. Neptel courses are good if you want to clear your exams and theoretical things, but they don't have projects, right? So no Neptel, but Coursera is good. You will see badged word. I don't know badged where you will find it. My team knows. So I think in the Ion website or in the Next Step website, you log in into both of them and you will find the word badged. Okay. Yes, Aman, we are always promoting. Thank you. Okay, guys. Thank you. So I'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, this is an early bird offer. So again, I will come live tomorrow. All right. And tomorrow, this price will increase. Just give me 1 second. So this price that I'm showing here, this price will increase from 999 to 1299 and 1499 to 1999 tomorrow. 100%. Right. So this is an early bird offer. I'm still to take classes on the TCS interview tomorrow, but the prices will increase. Why? The most important thing here is, again, uh, you know, we had to ask from our contacts on LinkedIn, on various HR recruiters, that, okay, you worked in TCS earlier. Can you take interview of 5 students? Right. So this is very difficult task to ask favors from these ex HRs of TCS. Some of these HRs are also from Wipro. Some of these HRs are also from Infosys, or there's one friend of mine who's in HR in Tech Mahindra, and he's actually my one of my best friend who studied with me in college. So he's also a panel in one of the HRs, right? So again, no random people taking your interview, experienced people taking your interviews. Again, if we ask them to take 5 interviews, so they will be spending their whole day, and we have to pay them something, obviously, right? So which is why. Yeah, Prep Insta course certifications are good enough for interviews. Again, as you know, we are partnered with over 200 plus companies, right? So, most of these 200 companies value Prep Insta a lot. So our certification courses are very valued, right? It would not be as good as maybe Upgrad, because obviously that certification costs 2 lakhs to 4 lakh rupees. But then it's good that if you have Prep Insta certification, the HR will think that, okay, they've done Prep Insta certification, so they are skilled. So they have good knowledge of, let's say, C++ or Python or DSA or etc., right? Sir, in TPO, my list is my name is there, but I did not get mail from TCS. Don't worry, don't worry. Dinesh, just email TCS that your email ID is wrong. Please update it and tell them the same thing. Okay, this is a major serious issue. If you don't get it, in that case, just text me on Instagram. I will personally speak to one of the HRs in TCS. Tell him that, okay, in college email, whatever list that they shared, your name was there, but in that list, your email ID was, you forgot to type I in Gmail, so that I is missing, which is why the email is bouncing. So I will personally call one of the HRs and I will tell them that this is one issue. Can you solve this as a personal favor? So a few people are having exam on 12th. Again, this is not even an 11 student participated in M1 130. Kodu has a data about participating in Code Vita, a programming competition, Mock Vita M1 M2. This is not actual coding question. So again, what personally I feel very bad when many YouTube channels copy things from Prep Insta, and we know that this is from last year and we've not updated it on our website, and then they tell it like a general truth. It happened with Goldman Sachs, it happened with Tech Mahindra, it happened with Persistent, it's happened with TCS NQT also, right? So guys, thank you. Thank you, all of you. So I'll see you tomorrow. We'll come live specifically for TCS Ninja interview preparation basics. So in the meantime, again, as I told you, the prices will increase. So you go ahead and buy that. And the classes will start from 15th. In the meantime, you can watch these recorded sessions and start with it. Right. So thank you. Thank you. Digital exam date, again, for some people that I know, it's on 12th. Other dates I don't know, so I can't tell an information that I'm not sure about. So which is why I use a word maybe a lot. How to check if I'm a topper or not? You will get email from TCS. If you have not received an email, please wait for the email. If you do not have the word badged, so in that case, wait for the email or start preparing for Wipro NLTH. Wipro NLTH, start preparing for it. Is it important to be skilled in digital technologies to get a digital job? I only have programming knowledge. So WebTube, actually, if you have digital certifications, in that case, you will have a little advantage that you are more knowledgeable. So let's say if you are taking an interview both of the people are equally good in coding. They are equally good in dynamic programming. They are equally good in competitive coding. But one of these person has a certification in machine learning and other person does not, right? So in those make it or break it situations, obviously you will prefer the person who has certifications, right? So certifications value a lot. Again, it would be better for any company, right? So if they are hiring for AI role or ML role or data science role, if the person already has certifications, so it will be easier for that particular company to train the employee. So which is why some companies prefer students with certifications genuinely. So Capgemini has 20% marks in interviews for certifications, right? Other companies are also having the same thing. Now students, what so happens is, what we've seen is Prepinsta sells more certification courses in January to June than in July to December. The reason why, because till December on campus is going on, then after December you are like that, okay, I am not placed. Then you're like, what was the mistake? So then you're like, obviously I did not have certifications. So then people, after realizing their mistake, that okay, I did not get placed because I did not have a certification, I did not had a knowledge in C, C++, Python, DSA, AI, machine learning, etc., etc. Then they realize it in January and then they buy certifications later in January to June. But people who already have it before their on-campus drives, they get placed, so they don't need it. So again, so guys, thank you. So Vaibhav Agarwal, how do Royal Pass members get the mock interview? Don't worry. So Royal Pass members will not get the mock interview. You will get the videos to mock interviews of other people. Right. So again, that's one sad thing. I'm really sorry about it. But then again, we'll from 15th onwards, automatically all the TCS NQT Prime students and all the Royal Pass students, we will contact you via our WhatsApp and Telegram groups and website notifications that okay, this is the link for the live lectures and this is the link for the recorded sessions. No, Wipro does not have 60% criteria. So my younger brother had 58% in class 12th. He gave, he was not eligible for most of the companies. He gave this in CBSE, there is improvement exam. So he gave improvement exam, increased his 58% to 75. And now he's working in KPMG. Right. So again, if you have less than 60%, give improvement exam of your board, then you will be eligible for all the companies. But if you are doing it now, it's too late. My younger brother gave it when he was when he just next year when his 12th result was declared, he did that just next year. So he was smart. So but you are thinking now, so it's too late by now. Maybe look for sales job if you have less than 60%. Vaibhav, I've already told you. Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you all of them. Again, there is no uh, aptitude and verbal in the test. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. I know that there is one YouTube live going on as of now, which is saying that aptitude and verbal is there, but it's